up there, Alex?
Randy, how are you, man?
Oh, good, man. Just kicking back.
That's good. Good.
Spirit at the house.
It's good. Yeah.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing alright. Just, school, summer classes and stuff, just kicking back for the next few weeks. So,
Nice.
it's been good.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. But,
Well, thanks for inviting me on the pod, bro. Appreciate it.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, I had Joaquin on the other week, and he said you guys were roommates, and I was like, yeah, it's been a while since we've chatted, so
Straight up.
good. And this is a good way to chat about whatever, so, but
Sweet.
yeah. But hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining me today on the podcast for another edition of Sorts of E Topics. I'm your host, Joe in Love. Today on the pod, my guest is another dude I've known for quite a bit. My bud Aaron, with us today on the podcast. Aaron, how are you?
Doing good, Alex. Just hanging out and excited to be on the pod, man. Thanks for having me.
It's good. That's cool. Yeah, no problem. Joaquin also said that you have like a snowboarding business or something.
Yeah, man. I've just probably like since high school. I mean, it's been a while since we talked, like you said, but just been kind of snowboarding a bunch lately. The past 5 years, and then kind of came upon myself to just start up this little business. It's called Downslope Mobile, and it's a mobile wax and tune service for skis and boards. So I just kind of roll around in my van and wax, tune, repair skis and snowboards for people, and help them go a little bit faster on the hill, or a little bit help them dial in their equipment. So yeah, it's been fun.
That's so Downslope Mobile. I'm sure if you send me the link, I'll be happy to put in the bio.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah, I will.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's been fun, man. No doubt. I just kind of roll around and fix people up and snowboard at the same time. It's great.
And so, Downslope Mobile, guys, just in case. So any guys out there, snowboard fans, yeah, put a link in the bio. So yeah, I don't think I've snowboarded in quite a bit. Usually, when my family, because I have family in Minnesota, usually when we visit there in winter time, usually it's good snowboarding there or sledding, whichever. But yeah, New Mexico.
Minnesota's so sick. That's right on. And you've never tried it, Alex?
Downslope Mobile.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried snowboarding before?
I think we. Yeah, but not for not for a while. Certainly, it's been a few years, I'd say. But
yeah, out in Minnesota, it's cool though. I've actually met a good friend out in Oregon this past. I think it was last summer, not this summer, but last summer. We go up to Oregon and snowboard because at Mount Hood they stay open until. Actually, they're still open now. They stay open until August, but we go for the whole month of May up to Oregon. One of my good buddies, Esteban, shout out. He's sick. He's from Minnesota and he rides over there for sure. And it's a totally different vibe than out here in New Mexico, where we've got like, big mountains and large ski areas. But there he rides in the inner city, like in Minneapolis, at this place called Buck Hill or Highland Hills, and they've got like just it's kind of like a skate park vibe. They've got like the rails and jumps, and they don't really ride the lift there. They get towed by a rope because the hills are kind of small, but I mean the riding is super sick. So that's right. I've always wanted to go out there.
Whatever gets stopped going. I don't think I've been to Oregon. That's not a spot when I'm going for a flight, but yeah, sounds like Oregon's a neat place for.
Yeah, Oregon's rad, man, for sure. Just pretty out there. Rains a lot, that's for sure.
Well, if you like rain, then snow sounds like the ideal place.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of rain, lots of snow over there.
That's pretty good. So today, for a podcast, number of topics as far as sports concerned. I know certainly from our time at SEBA, I gotta ask you, because interesting affiliation as to when Joaquin was on and we talked about the Bears, similar tides here as so for the Steelers, as no, you're a Steelers fan, so I know the offense, safe to say, was not a problem for the longest time. Big Ben, Killer Bees, etc. But it seems like the last couple of years, it's been a defensive team, and then you guys probably expected Kenny Pickett to be the answer, or heir apparent to Big Ben. Now it seems like Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are taking the cake for this year. So I'm wondering your thoughts on Steelers' expectations going into this season.
Yeah, man, like you said, I still reminisce on the days like Big Ben and the Killer Bees. I think Steelers would be a much better team if we still had Big Ben, low key. But, no, I'm pretty pumped. I mean, we made some good additions. We got Russ and Fields. We'll see which one of them kind of gets the start out there. George Pickens, like he's gonna be a beast. Najee and Jalen. So I don't know. I mean, I think every year as a Steelers fan, the expectation is to win the Super Bowl. Really, I think kind of what makes a difference between like sometimes us and especially Cowboys fans. It's like Cowboys fans they're like, oh, we might make the playoffs, whatever. But as a Steelers fan, I mean, the expectation is to win the Super Bowl, and anything short of it kind of just sucks. It's been a long time, but yeah, it's kind of how it's been for the last amount of years. Having to deal with the Patriots,
Well, safe to say both our teams are different from when we first met. That's safe to say. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, realistically, I just hope we, make the playoffs, get a good run going, maybe. But I mean, I don't see why Mike Tomlin can't coach up a good team with our roster this year.
True. Plus, I gotta say that when the NFL draft concluded, I'd say that the Steelers of course, didn't have, I would say, any sexy picks, but I thought they were one of the teams that kind of nailed it with the draft, I'd say. Especially
Yeah,
their top three picks.
for sure. Um, I think we did have a good draft. You know, I think it's good when we draft players. You know, that we hope that are going to be Steelers. You know, and going to play like Steeler football for sure. You know, I don't know, the last couple years when Kenny Pickett. I mean, I liked Kenny Pickett, but time to move on from him, I guess.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully we all the players come out and turn out to be some good guys.
Yeah, I think Roman Wilson as well, behind George Pickens, I think will really benefit. So, yeah. But, yeah, we'll see.
We got a good line. Yeah, we got some good linemen in the draft. So, should be pretty sick, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited for football season.
Yeah.
I was kind of hurt when they let go of Mason Rudolph last year, though.
He was certainly comparable, I would say. I understand why they did it, but injuries always happen, and hence why the Steelers probably got two QBs because, well, injuries happen, and you never know when QB goes down when you're making a run, and you need someone that knows the offense and be able to pick it up.
True. I think Mason was that guy for us, so yeah, I was surprised. But, oh wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We got Minka, TJ, should be a solid team.
Yeah. True.
Just gotta go and beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah, the weird thing also for the Steelers is that the AFC North is arguably the best division in football. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow coming back. The Browns, I think, are probably an underrated team despite them being very talented. But yeah, certainly the AFC North is going to be a juggernaut, per se.
Yeah, for sure. Just gotta, I don't know, I mean, the Browns are the Browns. Browns gonna be the Browns, and Cleveland is just, or Cincinnati's just the Bengals. And Lamar, the Steelers have his number, so we'll see how it turns out. I'm not too worried about it.
That's true. And of course, the other thing is, thing about Russell Wilson is that he didn't play bad. He just didn't play up to what he was making last season. And of course, the Steelers basically got him for house money.
Yeah.
Of course,
paying him like $1.5 million, right?
Yeah, something like that. While the Broncos are paying the rest of his.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that was definitely a good deal to get both Russ in and Fields. I think we're only paying Fields like $5 million. So.
only had to give up a late round draft pick as well. So
Say it again. I'm sorry.
saying they only had to give up like a late round draft pick as well. So like a 6th rounder, I think,
Yeah.
for Fields. So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, Fields still has to prove himself in the league too. I mean, like you said, Joaquin's my roommate, so he's a Bears fan, and I give him a lot of crap. I'm always giving him crap about the Bears and about Fields. I was never really a Fields fan, honestly, and now he comes in, and we'll see what happens for sure.
well, it's certainly. Oh, go on.
Oh no! I just want the Steelers to win, man.
I think they'll do well. Certainly, I see a bunch of talk shows and sources saying that, well, this will be Tomlin's first losing season, and I'm like, well, the defense, like we mentioned, is so loaded with talent. The offense just has to the same, if not better, than what they did last year, and they'll continue. They'll do well. It's just a matter of, can they get a good. It feels like the Steelers are a team that will need like a break in the playoffs to have a good run, but if they get that break, then they can make a solid run, I feel.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. We play the Chiefs this year on Christmas, so that will be a good game. We just gotta kind of, fit our way into the playoffs, and then start eliminating the teams off for sure.
Well, I definitely know. Well, I know one team I don't think the Steelers would have to worry about if they make the playoffs. That's the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah, how's the roster looking over there? Who's going to be the starter, the quarterback?
I mean, I'm glad they got Drake May. I'm glad they got Joe Milton, because that QB room just didn't feel like it was up to standards. I don't think it was all Mac Jones' fault, but like you said about Pickett, it was time to go. Drake May, 3rd round pick. I do believe they're easing him into things. Jacoby Brissett may start, and they're just trying to groom. It seems like they're hoping that Drake May is their version of Josh Allen. So Jacob Brissett will probably start the year, and then Drake May, I'm sure, and around Halloween or maybe a little before, will be starter, and then we'll go from there.
Gotcha.
I mean, I like the defense, certainly. It's just the offense has less to be desired, certainly. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster right now, and I only see like Antonio Gibson is like the only guy I recognize, and then Juju, Ramadre. So we'll see. I mean, what about the coach? Who's the coach now of the Patriots?
Gerard Mayo.
Oh, okay.
He's the new head coach. Yeah, he was coaching linebackers last year. And then when they parted ways with Belichick, they just, I guess, groomed him up to be the head coach. Yeah, we'll see. It's definitely a new era in New England, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we will see for sure. So Belichick's out and Gerard Mayo's in. Yeah, I have to see what happens in his first season.
Yeah. I mean, again, when you experience the go as your QB and the good times see wrong to the team, you'll learn to appreciate when times like these, when you're like, okay, it's probably not going to be a solid year, especially with the division, but perhaps in the future, maybe like a year or two down the road, they could be back to competitive. Certainly.
Yeah, Patriots are one of those organizations in the league, that's gonna do their all to make sure they stay competitive through it all. And even though the Steelers haven't won a Super Bowl in the past, it's been a long time since 2008. So it's been a long time, but we've always kind of been contenders and in the mix of things. So I think, Patriots will kind of always be that team as well.
It's kind of funny that we're talking, and I don't think I've mentioned this, but ever on the podcast, but or I should say the first game that I really sat down and watched really got me into invested in watching football. Watching was the last time the Steelers went to the Super Bowl, which was Super Bowl 45 with the Steelers and the Packers.
Yeah.
That was really the first time I, sat down and got invested. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's similar for me. I mean, the first time I ever really watched a football game like that too. I mean, I was young when the Steelers won their Super Bowl 40 against the Seahawks. I was pretty young. I was, I had to have been like 6 or 7. But I remember kind of watching that game. We had like a Super Bowl party or something, and it was lit. And then 3 years later, to the one against the Cardinals, I was freaking watching football, playing football at that time, and totally invested in it. Yeah, I mean, I remember when Larry Fitzgerald caught the ball and scored a touchdown with like 2 minutes left. I went upstairs and cried my eyes out. I was like, we're gonna lose the Super Bowl. And then I came down and everybody's kind of getting excited again because we were driving the ball, and Big Ben throws to San Antonio. It's one of the best memories for sure. And then to the Green Bay Packers Super Bowl, yeah, I remember when Rashad Mendenhall fumbled the ball, and that was it. That was it, man. Steelers lost the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I definitely remember. Good games.
Yep. It's always good to reminisce, especially now, with YouTube, having phones and stuff, because, at the time it was just, TV and newspapers. So, but yeah, so it's good reminiscing about old games from time to time. Certainly.
Dude, what was the first Patriots Super Bowl you remember kind of watching?
Well, well, my first one watching certainly was when they lost the Giants the second time, Super Bowl 46. I was like, I was certainly conflicted around that game because Gronk wasn't 100%, and I know, at the time, one of my friends, she was a Giants fan, so it was like a bit of bickering back and forth leading up to the Super Bowl. But yeah, you always kind of felt that it was possible that they were gonna win, but until the final one, and the Giants win, and there's that.
Yeah, I remember watching. I don't think I really remember watching much from the second game. I don't know if I watched that one or not really. But the first one, definitely remember every bit of that Super Bowl. The Giants and the Patriots. When I forget the receiver's name, but yeah, everybody was going crazy with that play, helmet catch.
Tyree.
Yeah, that was sick. Not so sick for the Patriots. And Tom Brady was, a great player for sure. Throughout all those years.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of was such a big Tom Brady hater through all those years. Like, I hated him because, he's always beating the Steelers in the AFC Championship or something. And now, how can you not like Tom Brady, man? He's a good guy.
I remember, I think it was the regular season game in 2016 when Big Ben was hurt or missed that game. And then the Patriots won. And then you guys were us and the guys were talking in the locker, and you were like, well, Patriots only won because Big Ben was there, or wasn't there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember those scuffles, yeah.
Probably could remember that. A lot of bull crap talked in the locker room, huh?
In the locker room, yeah. Cool times. Unless the Patriots lost, and I was like, yeah, but oh well. Some good times.
What about the Jesse James? Was it Jesse James? The tight end for the Steelers when he caught that ball, but they called it an incomplete or something. Scored that touchdown. I think was that in the AFC Championship game or a playoff game. It was some kind of implication game, and they called that ball incomplete right in the fourth quarter or something when we were driving on you guys.
Yeah, I think that was the summer in 2017. Yeah, I think because that game basically was a deciding factor in who got the 1 seed.
Oh, yeah.
Because Patriots won their 1 seed, and Patriot or Steelers were 2 seed. Yeah, that was certainly a neat game.
That's the year that we lost to the Jaguars too.
Yeah.
Freaking playoffs. Yeah, that was embarrassing. And then you guys ended up winning it that year, I think.
No, we lost, and a great game for the Eagles. Yeah, that was.
Oh, okay.
When Nick Foles played. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was certainly fun. Except when I remember because literally right after I felt exhausted, and then I took a shower, and then I had to get up early to go to physical therapy that morning before school, and then I was wearing the Patriots jersey or Patriots shirt, and then some man that was waiting in the lobby, he was like, "Now that's dedication," or something. I was like, "Yeah, thank you," but yeah.
Yep. Gotta stand by your squad, man, for sure.
Yeah.
You always stood by your squad. That's for sure.
Certainly can't wait for football season. Certainly, it's just a few weeks away. So.
Got the Olympics coming up soon.
Yep. As well. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Team. I know also Team USA for basketball defeated Team Canada last night, was kind of a gimme, but still interesting to watch.
Well, didn't in the last Olympics, USA didn't even win the gold medal, right?
I don't. I think. I don't think so. But this team, this year looks very solid. It's just, we'll see. But yeah.
Yep. Agreed. I'm looking it up right now. I think last time someone else won the gold medal. Let's see. No. United States won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Should be good for that, for sure. But I'm pretty interested in the wrestling, the Olympic wrestling. So it only happens every 4 years, so it's quite interesting when it does. Team USA's got a good wrestling team this year.
Yeah. Always have good wrestling. I know. We talked about it earlier, but Minnesota, kind of always feels like Minnesota's, they have good wrestling, hockey, and then they're doing well with basketball all of a sudden. So, yeah.
Man, and they got some of the best snowboarders in the world too.
Sure. It's like they're
those cats from Minnesota. They can wrestle. They can play hockey. They can snowboard, man. They can catch fish. Those guys are sick.
It's good cold weather sports town, or sports state, certainly.
Absolutely.
So besides football, are you much into the other sports? Or I know you're like an MMA fan or somewhat. But
Yeah, sometimes I haven't really been following much lately. I sometimes I'll tune into the NBA finals. I kind of watched a little bit of it, but no, I kind of watch snowboarding and football, and then every once in a while I'll tune into the UFC fights or something if it's a big fight. Um, I was looking forward to. I was gonna buy the McGregor card, but I didn't because they it got all switched around. But no, I haven't. The last couple of years, I haven't really been following sports too much. Kind of just football and snowboarding, really.
yeah, that was a fight I was looking forward to. Um, certainly was a better overall card, but certainly the star power of Connor was kind of miss or on that card. So
Yeah.
so hopeful that that fight happens, but we'll see. I mean, I don't think we'll see a star in the UFC again quite like Connor. Um, and that's just kind of how it is. But yeah,
No, agreed. Agreed. Yeah, that guy really transcended himself into not really like he doesn't have to fight anymore. He really doesn't gotta step into the ring ever again. But we all hope he does. That'd be really cool.
yeah,
I was a big McGregor fan, when he was first starting, but lately, now I just kind of want Chandler to kick his ass.
it was certainly interesting watching The Ultimate Fighter, and how I guess lopsided the coaching was, or how lopsided Team Chandler won. Yeah, I mean, but we'll see if it certainly happens.
For sure, it was kind of cool to see like a behind the scenes look at everything and Connor too, because obviously his team didn't do very good. They only won like one fight, right? So kind of not very good for his squad.
Yeah, the funny thing is that the guy who won the season or the finale, he trains with Connor's coach, and he was drafted, by Chandler, and then when it became the option to switch coaches or switch teams, he sided back with Connor and their coaching, and then he won the finale. So a certainly unique turn of events that was.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you kind of seen it coming though. Like I didn't really, like being on Chandler's team or something.
And I get it, Chandler's not much a trash talker, but he certainly felt, differences in his coaching, I suppose Connor's, and, if train with Connor's coach and obviously he's going to take not too kindly to that. So yeah, it is what it is, certainly.
Yeah. Like,
But
yeah.
you said snowboarding as well. Certainly have been really into snowboarding.
Yeah, I'm totally pumped to get back out there. There's, so yeah, come October, the snow will start to fall again and be back out on the hill. So, trying to plan a trip here soon to go to New Jersey to the big mall over there. They've got an indoor snowboarding kind of ski area there. So like it's just kind of like an indoor freezer, really, and they keep the snow cold, and they've got some rails and whatnot to go ride.
So,
Just kind of are all itching to go, so we might just go fly out there and meet up with some friends out there, and maybe go visit New York City for a day. I've never been to the East Coast, so hopefully go do that here in August.
that explains why you grew your hair out, probably because keep your head more cold from this, or more warm from the snow, if you can.
Yeah, it helps a little bit.
But yeah,
I kind of grew my hair out then, like when COVID happened, and just kind of never got it cut after that.
so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot more people did that during the pandemic. But
Right.
yeah, but yeah, in New York City, I've only been in New York, I think, once. And that was like literally right before Cibola. We took like a trip, like at the end of my middle school days, so that was pretty cool. It was like a week, and then it was like Washington, Gettysburg, and New York all in the span of a week. So that was certainly a fun trip. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to see on the East Coast for sure. I've never even, like, the closest I've been is Florida. Actually, when I was young, we lived in Virginia for like a year or so while my dad was going to school, but I was just a baby. I didn't really, see much or remember much about Virginia. But yeah, I'm excited to get out there. I definitely wouldn't go out there during the winter time because the West Coast is the best coast.
Yeah. I don't think I haven't been to Virginia, but I've been to Florida certainly a couple times. But when I was little, but plus my sister and my brother-in-law currently live in Florida, so that's certainly a good thing. Maybe we'll have to take a trip out there in the future, who knows, but yeah, it's been a while since I've been, I guess, that region. Certainly it's been a few years.
Okay. What do you got planned for the rest of the summer now?
So like I said, we'll see, cause I just finished up my filming at UNM for June, and now fall camp starts in a couple weeks. So if I'm brought back for filming, then I'll work on that. But for now, for these next couple weeks, it's mostly just summer classes, finishing up those, and gearing up for the fall. Because, yeah, I graduate in December, so it's going to be an interesting few months.
Gotcha. What are you ended up? Where did you get your degree, and what are you doing?
Uh, Major is business, minor in journalism. I took up my minor last year. That's kind of why I'm slated to graduate at the end of this year, because my minor kind of pushed a few things back. But yeah, we'll see. I may go back after I graduate to bump that journalism up. We'll see, but yeah, it's certainly crazy.
Yeah, heck yeah. Congratulations, man, for sure.
Yes. What about you? What are the plans for the rest of the summer?
I'm just gonna, I started working up at Taos Ski Valley.
So,
I've been working there the past couple winters. I just kind of go up there and tune skis as well. And they hook me up with a pass, and they pay me and shit. But yeah, it's so just started working up there at Taos Ski Valley and tuning mountain bikes. So kind of gonna ride mountain bikes quite a bit this summer, and learn some new things, and kind of get ready for next winter. I'm doing a 40% off deal for my customers this summer, so I'm kind of keeping the work coming in, and doing some of the harder repairs on boards, getting those done right away. So yeah, getting ready for summer. I don't have any other like vacations planned other than maybe going out to the East Coast, and just doing a lot of fishing,
cool.
mountain biking, and loving every day.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my ex's dad was from Minnesota, or not Minnesota, Taos, but I've only been to Taos like a couple times. I didn't know they had a ski thing, but yeah, that's cool. Certainly interesting.
Yeah.
Fishing. It's been a while since I fished, but it's certainly a fun activity if you can catch some good fish. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for me. Half the time I go fishing. Even more than half the time, I'd probably say like 75% of the time I go fishing, I don't even catch fish. It's kind of just, fun. I fly fish, so got a good buddy, Donnie. He ties flies. And, it's just fun to go out there and cast some flies, and, crack a beer and talk about bullshit, and maybe we'll catch a fish. Catching fish is the bonus. But yeah, it's definitely fun. Up in Taos, Taos is beautiful. I've kind of been going back and forth from Taos to Albuquerque for the past like 4 years. Like kind of every week, I'll go up and come back to Albuquerque, and yeah, man, it's just gorgeous up there. I love it up there. That's where I was born, in Taos, actually. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I don't think it knew, but yeah, Taos seems like a fun city. Or yeah,
It's just like a little town.
if you can do or town, yeah. If you can do festivities up there, then all power to you. And
Yeah.
if you're getting accommodations for Ski Valley or whatever, more power to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My apology, guys, for the camera. Again, it goes blurry sometimes, so if I'm doing like these waving motions, it just kind of helps with the camera. But, anyways, yes, me and Aaron's still here. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you, Vandery, thank you, Aaron, for coming on to the channel. Good catch up and stuff. Talk about stuff, what's going on, and sports stuff.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Heck yeah. Thanks for having me, dude. We'll have to get back on later on in the football season and see how our takes ended up.
Yeah, definitely will. Yeah, definitely have to look back on and season. Certainly, I know I think a Steeler as well is going into Hall of Fame in a few weeks for Hall of Fame week. I don't remember who, but that's another thing to think about.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that Steelers getting in.
Why?
I think I tell you what, I think Heinz Ward should be in the Hall of Fame.
True that.
Yeah.
It feels like he's been. See, what I hate, because we could say the same thing about Torrey Holt, that he should be in the Hall, but it kind of feels like with receivers, they're suddenly more picky. Kind of feels like when it comes to getting a Hall, because it feels like for the last couple of years, Heinz Ward has been on that, second to last case to get in, and then he doesn't get in. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, him and Fred Taylor from the Jaguars. Fred Taylor, the running back, they keep giving them, both of them, the runaround, and I think both of them should be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
The good news at least is there's still time, because I hate too many times when someone gets inducted into Hall after they pass, or they're not able to be there the way they want to. But at least when Heinz Ward, Fred Taylor, and some of these other guys, at least they're still a number of time for them to get in. But yeah, of course, the other thing is, with every year, new players, are eligible. So it's like, it's a weird round robin, but we'll see.
Yep, absolutely.
You got. Also, I know the ESPYs are tonight. You gonna be watching those?
Oh, I didn't know that the ESPYs were tonight, but I think now that I do know, I will tune in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know two guys we meant, or one guy we mentioned, the other guy we didn't. Two guys the Steelers certainly hate. Lamar Jackson and Myles Garrett are two of the four finalists for top NFL player.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
Gotcha. Cool. I will tune in and see what's going on. Sweet.
But yeah, nonetheless, thank you again, Aaron. Catching up, and thanks for coming on. Thank you guys all for tuning in as well, for listening to Aaron again. Apologies with the camera and stuff. Sometimes it goes in and out. So yeah, for all you snowboarding fans that want to download an app, help out with snowboarding or SCVs. What's the app again, Aaron?
Yeah, my website is Downslope Mobile, and my Instagram is Downslope Mobile. And yeah, I mean, if anybody out there listening needs some advice or anything else on snowboarding, on their gear, just give me a shout, and I'd be glad to help you out.
Yeah, again, send me the link and I'll put it in the bio. But yeah, guys, Downslope Mobile, yeah, I'll let you guys know and put a link in for you guys fanatics. And yeah, hit up Aaron. Again, we'll see. But yeah, thanks, Aaron. Yeah, we'll keep in touch, and definitely will have you on again during the season, and we can get your thoughts on how your team is doing, and hopefully there's more cracking UFC fights on.
Sweet, right on. Well, sweet. Thank you for having me, Alex. Yeah, good to catch up, and we'll definitely stay in touch there, no doubt.
Appreciate it again. Thank you guys all. If you could also subscribe, if you guys haven't already, please do. And if you guys like this video as well, and like another guest being on, leave a like, leave a thumbs up. Thank you guys all. See you guys next time. I'm AJ Joe 2 in Love. Peace.